In the shadows of the Himalayan peaks, an ancient giant has emerged from the mists of time, challenging our understanding of history. Welcome to the hidden titans of the Himalayas, the megalithic marvels cloaked in myth and mystery. The relics whisper of a forgotten civilization, suggesting advanced engineering and artistry that surpass our current knowledge. What secrets of human ingenuity lie concealed within its ancient stones? As we peel back the layers of time, these monumental sites reveal their grandeur, inviting us to explore the untold stories of a distant past. Join us on this journey to uncover the true splendor of this prehistoric enigma, where every discovery promises to reshape our perception of human achievement. Number 1. Sky Caves of Nepal. The Sky Caves of Nepal, also known as the Mustang Caves, form a staggering collection of nearly 10,000 man-made caves carved into the sheer cliffs of the Mustang district. Dating back to around 1000 BC, these caves served various purposes as sites, living quarters, and meditation chambers. Their architectural style, featuring intricate passageways and chambers carved from sandstone, showcases an astounding level of craftsmanship. But life in these caves was far from easy. Perched over 150 feet above the valley floor, access required navigating perilous ledges and steep, treacherous climbs. Soot-stained walls reveal that fires were used for warmth and cooking, proving that families endured the harsh conditions and found ways to survive in this unforgiving environment. Far from temporary shelters, these caves were thriving homes. Archaeological discoveries have unearthed pottery, manuscripts, murals, and skeletons, revealing evidence of burial rituals and spiritual practices, and providing a profound glimpse into the lives of their occupants. The Sky Caves stand as a testament to human resilience, quietly preserving the history, culture, and spirit of one of the most remote and mysterious regions of the Himalayas. Which one is cuter? Like for the dog, comment for the cat. Ruins of Guji. Continuing from the Sky Caves of Nepal, we venture to the ancient ruins of the Guj Kingdom in Tibet. Towering at over 12,000 feet, these ruins are the remnants of a powerful Buddhist civilization established in the 10th century. For 700 years, Guge thrived, its walls adorned with breathtaking artwork, vivid murals depicting the Buddha, intricate sacred carvings, and vibrant images of deities. These masterpieces once brought life to the palaces and temples, serving as a testament to the kingdom's spiritual and artistic significance. But like the Sky Caves, Guja's people mysteriously vanished. In the early 20th century, Tibetan soldiers arrived to collect taxes, only to find the kingdom empty, its estimated 100,000 inhabitants gone without a trace. Beneath the ruins lies a labyrinth of tunnels, believed by locals to lead to the mythical city of Shambhala, a hidden realm of light and power. The question remains, did the people of Guge flee underground, following the sacred paths within the mountain, or did they embark on a spiritual pilgrimage, vanishing into the unknown? Number 3. Whispering Stones of Kyunglung. Continuing from the Guge Kingdom, we arrive at the mysterious Whispering Stones of Kyunglung, an ancient city that once served as the capital of the Jangjung Kingdom. Whispers of ancient rituals echo through the rugged landscape of Kyunglung, a mystical site steeped in the lore of the Jangjung civilization. This enigmatic complex, also known as the Silver Palace of Garuda Valley, dates back to the 7th century, when the Bon religion flourished in Tibet. Over the Sutlej River in the north of Bhutan lies Kyunglung, which comprises a series of small caves with smoke-stained ceilings and the ashes of fires that once burned. These are natural caves, each of which is about 4 square meters in size, and they were used not only as dwellings but as places for rituals and offerings to the Bon spirits. Such findings as inscribed stones, stone statues, and pottery suggest that the Bonpo magicians convened in these caves, Researchers think that Kyunglung was not a typical city, but a religious assembly center where clans came to perform rituals in the territory of present-day Bhutan. Here, every rock has a history of a civilization that has gone but will always be remembered. Number 4. Kailasa Temple, India. After the mysterious whispering stones of Kyunglung, we move on to another architectural miracle of love and engineering, the Kailasa Temple in the Ellora Caves of Maharashtra, India. The construction of this marvel was done between 757 and 783 CE during the reign of King Krishna I of the Rashtrakuta dynasty, and the structure represents Mount Kailasa, the dwelling place of Lord Shiva. Kailasa Temple is 50 meters long, 33 meters wide, and 30 meters high, and this makes it defy the conventional construction. It was not constructed from the bottom up, but instead was dug out from the ground, up from a basalt cliff, which demanded the excavation of about 2,000 tons of rock. The walls are full of carvings that depict scenes from Hindu epics such as Ramayana and Mahabharata, which explains the artistic and religious vision of its builders. The structural plan of the temple comprises a sanctum sanctorum, which enshrines a giant Shiva lingam, a large mandapa surrounded by a grand nave with superbly carved columns. But like any other history, the temple is an enigma. How such a large temple with intricate carvings was hewn from a single rock remains a mystery. Number 5. The Lhasa Valley Archaeological Finds. The new archaeological findings in the Lhasa Valley have revealed new material evidence that sheds new light on early Tibetan societies. Some of the discoveries include tools, pottery, and remains of structures that depict the technological and cultural development of early Tibetans. However, archaeological remains located in the Neolithic period near the Zashu River, especially around Karub, have been found to possess stone tools and ceramics, which show that the society was complex with trade relations. These findings indicate that the early Tibetans had intercultural interactions with neighboring areas. Number 6. Phukthar Monastery, nestled on a cliff on the right bank of the Zarapchu River in the Lungnak Valley. Phukthar Monastery is a perfect example of an ancient Tibetan monastery. It was founded more than 2,500 years ago, starting as a cave in which one of the 16 Arhats, the legendary disciples of the Buddha, preached to thousands. Called Phukthar, or the Cave of Liberation, this place was visited by countless numbers of monks in search of liberation. Phukthar is built into a cliff, and it looks like a honeycomb with wooden and mud structures erected against the cliff. The main focus of this spiritual center is a cave, where there is a stupa with the relics of the founder of the center. Phukthar is an isolated monastery that the contemporary world has not influenced in any way, as it is only reachable on foot. About 70 monks live there, and they adhere to an austere way of life, with little individuality and material possessions. The only juniper tree, standing on the cliff above the cave, represents people's ability to endure their bond with the natural world. Chi. Number 7. Great Stupa at Sanchi, India. From the Phukthar Monastery, Anda, we now move on to the Great Stupa at Sanchi in Madhya Pradesh, India. This architectural marvel was built in the 3rd century BCE by Emperor Ashoka and is one of the oldest and holiest Buddhist shrines in India. This great stupa has a diameter of 37 meters and a height of 17 meters of the hemispherical dome, which depicts the universe. Atop this dome, a square railing represents the world mountain, while a central pillar, Yashti, supports a triple umbrella, embodying the 3 jewels of Buddhism, the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. Surrounding the stupa is a circular platform known as the Medi, which is meant for processional movement and is enclosed by a low parapet with elaborate gateways. These gateways are known for the beautiful carvings on their surface, depicting the life of the Buddha and Jataka stories. The Great Stupa of Sanchi was declared a World Heritage Site by UNESCO in the year 1989. Number 8. Jageshwar Temples, India. The Jageshwar Temple Complex in Almora, Uttarakhand, is a group of more than 124 temples. These are the temples that were constructed during the 8th and 13th centuries, and the main style that is seen here is the Nagara style, with tall, curvilinear towers. The local folklore has it that, at this temple, Lord Shiva turned into a child and built it to avoid being chased by village women. The temples are not only religious structures, but are considered to have been used as tombs for Hindu ascetics or holy men. It also has rock steles, which depict different Hindu traditions, such as Shaivism and Shaktism. Jageshwar Temple Complex is one of the finest examples of ancient art and devotion, and offers a lot to tourists. Number 9. Modhera Sun Temple. The Modhera Sun Temple, situated in Gujarat, India, is a beautiful temple that is built in the solar calendar and is dedicated to the solar deity Surya. Established in 1026 CE under the rule of King Bhimdev of the Solanki dynasty, this temple is one of the best examples of medieval Indian art and craftsmanship, with elaborate carvings and sculptures. The complex features 3 main components: the temple enshrined the Gudha Mandap, or the Sanctum Sanctorum, the assembly hall, and the stepped water tank, accompanied by 108 small shrines. The temple's design showcases remarkable astronomical precision, aligning perfectly with the sun's rays during equinoxes to illuminate the sanctum. Rich in history, Modhera is where Lord Rama prayed to Lord Sun after returning from Lanka to rid himself of the sins of killing Ravana. Today, as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, the Modhera Sun Temple captivates visitors with its rich cultural heritage and celestial artistry. Number 10. Masror Temples. The Masror Temples are carved out from the mountains of Himachal Pradesh, India, a testimony of the past carved in stone. Created in the 8th century from a single, gigantic ridge, these 15 rock-cut temples are a creation of a still unidentified culture. Every temple is carved with bas-reliefs and mythological figures, and the temples are oriented to the cardinal points, which speak of cosmic and celestial concepts. According to folklore, these temples are not man-made, but are structures that have come down from the gods, the hymns of which are petrified. This shrine has a statue of Ram, which was removed later, and now the place is visited by tourists and devotees. But the real significance of the place remains a mystery. An underground tunnel believed to lead to other worlds beyond enhances the mystery. Beside it, there is a pool of water that is believed to be made from the tears of goddesses, and the grandiosity of the constructions and the human desire for knowledge are reflected in the water. Number 11. The Lost City of Hampi, India. The next place that we visit in our archaeological tour is Hampi, located in Karnataka, India. It is an interesting look into the opulence of the Vijayanagara Empire that was in existence between the 14th and 16th centuries. It was one of the wealthiest cities of its time and was famously known as the City of Victory, which was a hub of trade and commerce. It has over 1,600 beautiful monuments at the site. The Virupaksha Temple, a 7th century temple, is still in use and has some great architectural features. The Vithala Temple is well known for its beautiful carvings and the stone chariot, an epitome of the art of Hampi. Historically, it is a city of great historical importance, and according to the Hindu epic Ramayana, this place is the Kishkinda, the kingdom of the monkeys who were on the side of Lord Rama. Number 12. Dolmens of Himachal Pradesh. The dolmens of Himachal Pradesh are mysterious megalithic constructions that belong to the Neolithic and Iron Ages and were used for the burial of the dead. Usually built of large stone plates, these dolmens have a large flat stone on 2 or more supporting stones to create a burial chamber for the dead. These dolmens are found in areas such as Kinnaur and Lahaul Spiti, and by looking at them, one can determine the social status of the people during that period, which showed signs of a ruling class and even complex burial procedures. All the dolmens are different in design and shape, which proves the skill of early communities. The dolmens offer important historical information about the people of ancient Himachal Pradesh and their religion and culture. Number 13. Ancient rock-cut temples of Barabar. In the area of Barabar in Bihar, India, there is a row of rock-cut temples carved out of solid granite that date back to the 3rd century BCE. These temples, characterized by precision and size, are examples of the highest level of craftsmanship and architectural mastery. The temples were built right into the granite hillsides, and the chambers and corridors carved out of stone remain standing. However, the architectural designs of the temples were done in an advanced manner, and the carvings on the walls of the temples were done in the later period between the 3rd and 10th century AD. The sheer size and the level of the artwork indicate that high technology or forgotten methods were employed. Number 14. Manasa Devi Temple. Mansa Devi Temple is an ancient Hindu temple located at Bilwa Parvat, Haridwar, Uttarakhand, which is dedicated to goddess Mansa Devi, who is considered a form of Shakti. This temple is one of the Panch Tirth, 5 pilgrimages of Haridwar, and is believed to fulfill the wishes of the devotees. The temple has 2 beautiful statues of Mansa Devi, one with 3 mouths and 5 arms, and the second one with 8 arms, symbolizing her powers. It is believed that Mansa Devi was created by sage Kashyapa, and she is the sister of Vasuki, who is the king of serpents. Number 15. The Ajanta Caves. Nestled in the heart of the Sahyadri Range in the Aurangabad district of Maharashtra, India, the Ajanta Caves are a massive example of early artistic and religious creativity. These 32 rock-cut caves were excavated from the period of 2nd century BCE to the 6th century CE and are a splendid example of Buddhist art and architecture, which has been carved with a lot of finesse and painted in bright and lively colors that have stood the test of time. Ajanta Caves are a unique experience of historical tourism. The walls and the ceilings are painted with beautiful murals of the previous incarnations of the Buddha and the divine stories. The frescoes and sculptures, painted with natural pigments and with great attention to detail, take us back to the time when art and religion were not 2 different things. Number 16. The Temple of Khajuraho. The Khajuraho group of monuments, built between 950 and 1050 CE in Madhya Pradesh, India, is famous for its intricately carved temples, showcasing erotic sculptures alongside divine themes. The temples, constructed by the Chandela dynasty, are notable for their architectural innovation and artistic detail. The Khajuraho temples reflect the cultural and religious diversity of medieval India and remain a UNESCO World Heritage Site. The elaborate carvings and unique themes provide insight into the complex interplay of religion, art, and society in ancient India. As we unravel the mysteries of the Himalayan megastructures, our journey of discovery doesn't end there. From the peaks of the Himalayas, we now traverse to other corners of the globe, where equally enigmatic and awe-inspiring structures await. Let's shift our gaze to the distant realms, where ancient civilizations left indelible marks on the landscape. Number 17. Yangshan Quarry. We now journey to the Yangshan Quarry, also known as the Yangshan Quarry, near Nanjing, China. This ancient stone quarry, active since the time of the 6 dynasties, reached its peak during the Ming dynasty under Emperor Yongle in the early 15th century. The quarry is famed for its colossal, unfinished stele, initially intended for the Ming Xiaoling Mausoleum. Today, 3 enormous stone blocks remain, partially detached from the mountain, as silent witnesses to the project's ambitious scale. The quarry's legacy is steeped in mystery and legend, with tales of harsh penalties for workers who failed to meet quotas. The nearby village of Fento, or Grave Mound, is a somber reminder of the laborers who lost their lives during this monumental effort. Number 18. Gantija Temples, Malta. In Gozo, one of the islands of Malta, there are the Gantija Temples, which are megalithic complexes erected between 3600 and 2500 BC. These are large, complex structures that are made up of 2 main temples and are famous for the large limestone blocks, some of which are as large as 50 tons. The semicircular and circular structures of each temple prove the engineers' and architects' great expertise and knowledge in construction. Number 19. The city of Uplistiki, Georgia. Located in the Kartli region of Georgia, the ancient city of Uplistiki is cut into the cliff and stands as a testimony to the incredible architectural solutions that were made in the past. This prehistoric site of the early Iron Age, approximately 6th century BCE, is a rock-hewn settlement located along the Mtikvari River. The city, meaning Lord's Fortress, occupies several hectares of land and offers a view of several structures, temples, houses, and theaters, all carved out of solid rock. The complicated layout of the streets and halls, as well as the interconnection of the spaces, indicates the high level of urban planning that took into account the features of the territory. Stylish and sophisticated engravings and artifacts suggest that it was a pagan, Hellenistic, and early Christian city that was also a trading post. Number 20. Baalbek, Lebanon. In the ancient city of Baalbek, Lebanon, lies a colossal testament to ancient engineering prowess, the Hajar al-Hibla, or Stone of the Pregnant Woman. This megalithic wonder is even larger than the greatest contemporary structures. It is one of the biggest and heaviest stones that human beings have carved. Originally, this colossal block was carved for the Roman temple of Jupiter. It has never been moved from its location and now stands as a symbol of the grandiosity of the ancients. It is still a mystery how such a large stone was quarried, moved, and erected so accurately to reflect the intention of its builders. Today, Hajar al-Hibla remains a mystery, a symbol of the great engineering of the past that still attracts people's attention and the attention of historians. Number 21. The Preah Vihear Temple, Cambodia. The Preah Vihear Temple is located in the Dangrek Mountains of Cambodia and is one of the best examples of Khmer architecture. Built during the 9th and 12th centuries, this temple dedicated to the Hindu religion stretches for over 800 meters and replicates the line of the mountain range. The most important feature of Preah Vihear is that it is an architectural ensemble that was built as a part of the landscape. Sitting atop a narrow ridge, the structure gives a vantage view of the plains below, which enhances its religious and military value. Listed as a UNESCO World Heritage Site in 2008, Preah Vihear Temple remains a symbol of the great architectural and carving skills of the ancient people. Number 22. The ruins of Great Zimbabwe. Great Zimbabwe is an ancient city in the southeastern region of Zimbabwe and a testimony to the prosperity of medieval African society. It occupies an area of 720 hectares and covers the period from the 11th to the 15th century and is known for its monumental stone structures. The Great Zimbabwe Fortress, with a large circular wall and a unique conical tower, proves the architectural and political development of the society. These structures were built using granite blocks that were fitted with precision, which was indicative of sound engineering. Number 23. The ruins of Nan Madol, Micronesia. The most spectacular example of ancient engineering is the Nan Madol, situated on the eastern coast of Pohnpei in Micronesia. Founded in the 1st century AD and expanded through the 17th, this large archaeological park is made up of more than 90 man-made islands and waterways. They are large structures made of large basalt stones and a system of ceremonial sites, among which is the Nan Madol Temple. Some stone blocks were accurately carved and interlocked without the use of cement, and some of them can weigh up to 50 tons. The function of Nan Madol is still unknown to this date. However, it is thought that it was used for political and religious purposes by the Sodalua rulers. Number 24. The prehistoric ruins of Caral. Caral, an archaeological site in the Super Valley of central coastal Peru, is one of the oldest urban centers in the Americas, established about 2600 BC. This archaeological zone is also known as Caral Super and presents a developed society with monumental architecture of pyramidal shape and broad terrains. The most significant structures of Caral are the Pyramid of the Sun, which is about 15 meters high, the Pyramid of the Moon, and the Circular Plaza. These structures were built with a lot of precision, using adobe bricks, and portray a high level of architectural design and knowledge of city planning and farming. It has been found that its existence defines a new stage in the development of early Andean civilization, proving that the Andean region had a highly developed social structure long before the emergence of the other large Andean cultures. Number 25. The Gössek Circle, Germany. The Gössek Circle, situated in the eastern part of Germany, is an archaeological site belonging to the Neolithic period and is estimated to have been built around 4900 BCE. This is a circular structure that is sometimes called the Stonehenge of Germany and dates back to the Neolithic era and has concentric ditches and wooden palisades. The largest circle is about 75 meters in diameter, with 2 circles inside the main circle. It is thought that the site was used for astronomical purposes, such as an observatory. The layout of the structure corresponds to the solstices. The Gössek Circle is one of the oldest solar calendars, and the construction of this structure proves that the people who created it had a very good understanding of celestial phenomena. It has been found that its discovery has helped in understanding the astronomical and ritualistic activities of the Neolithic people in Central Europe. As we conclude our exploration of these awe-inspiring ancient sites, from the Himalayan giants to the distant wonders of the world, one thing is clear: our past is rich with mysteries, waiting to be uncovered. To continue unraveling these enigmas, we invite you to delve deeper, explore more, and share your discoveries. Join us in this quest for knowledge and keep the spirit of adventure alive. Subscribe and stay tuned for more incredible journeys into the past.